with Thanksgiving this week and the Bills having that Thanksgiving game, we need to get these pick'em videos out there a little bit early. Welcome to Bill-ievers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to a pick'em edition of Bill-ievers Talk, where we go through all the matchups for Week 13. I give you all of my winners. Not only do I go straight up, tell you who's going to win those games, I also give you the against the spread winners in my book. So again, thank you guys for joining me on Bill-ievers Talk. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment. Let me know who you think is going to win, who you think is going to lose this week. And of course, it starts on Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving, I will be giving you the live play-by-play and reaction to the game between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Hashtag Sports and Bill-ievers Talk teaming up to give you the best play-by-play and reaction coverage here on YouTube and also on Sportscaster. Link in the description below. Be sure to click on that. After you click on that, follow me on Twitter. And if you haven't already subscribed, like I said, hit that subscribe button and help me out as well. So going into Week 13, no more bye weeks this week, guys. That means every team plays. That means there are going to be 16 games on the slate this week for the NFL, and it starts again on Thanksgiving. Before I give you my picks, let me remind you how I'm doing this season. Straight up last week, I did pretty well, got back to double-digit wins. It's been a little bit since I've tasted double digits. I like the taste of that. So we went 10-4 last week straight up. That means our overall straight up record's 102-74. Against the spread, we went 7-7, making this 94 and 82 on the season. So we're looking to improve on those numbers. And again, we're going to start with the early game on Thursday. That's the Detroit Lions at home at Ford Field to play the Chicago Bears. Neither of these teams looking that great. Both offenses struggling recently. The Detroit Lions just losing to the Washington Redskins. Only have 3 wins this season, and we all know the problems with Chicago with Mitch Trubisky. Not sure if he is the answer there or not, but in this game, I think the Chicago Bears should be favored. They are actually favored by 3 points, and I think they are going to win this game. A lot of negative talk coming out of Chicago, but without Matthew Stafford playing for the Detroit Lions, I don't trust this offense. Again, a team that just lost to the Washington Redskins on Sunday. I just don't trust them to play well. Now, this is a Thursday game, as I'm saying that, and we all know how I feel about Thursday games. Normally like the home team on Thursdays, especially a noon start time on Thursday. Not a lot of time to rest. So as I'm talking, I think I'm going to talk myself into the upset here. Give me the Detroit Lions to win this game, and give me the Detroit Lions to cover the spread. Just can't trust the Chicago Bears, right? Just can't trust them with that team. You never know who's going to show up. I think the Lions might be a little embarrassed by losing to Redskins. So early game on Thursday, give me the Lions here as they're the home team. And then we go on to the second game on the slate. 4:30, you have our Buffalo Bills going into Dallas to play the Dallas Cowboys, going into Jerry World. The first time the Buffalo Bills have played the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. The first time the Bills are in a Thanksgiving game since 1994, I believe it is. So it's going to be fun for these Buffalo Bills players to be a part of this. Now, we've seen the Buffalo Bills offense the last 2 weeks doing better and better. Over 400 yards in back-to-back weeks. So we expect a lot out of our offense now. Dable's sitting up in that booth. We know that he's cozy up there. He's got the heater going. He has the Chex Mix. He's having a good time. So maybe that's the key to this offense, this Buffalo Bills offense continuing to improve. Now you look over at Dallas, a tough loss to New England, a close game, a game they could have won if it weren't for 2 tripping penalties that were just phantom calls that the NFL has admitted to screwing up. But they came out with that loss. So they're coming back home. Short week again, Thanksgiving again. Normally like the home team here. But on this channel, we're not going to go with the Cowboys. Give me the Buffalo Bills to win this game. Give me the Buffalo Bills to cover a 6.5 point spread. Then you go on to the Thursday night game. You have the New Orleans Saints going into Atlanta, playing the Atlanta Falcons. We all remember a few weeks ago, Atlanta going into New Orleans and beating the Saints in New Orleans. Give me the exact opposite to happen this time. Give me the New Orleans Saints to win this game, and give me the New Orleans Saints to cover a 6.5 point spread. I think the Saints are going to come out for a little bit of revenge against a division rival, knowing that the Atlanta Falcons beat the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans, knowing that Atlanta just lost to Tampa Bay, pretty much getting them out of the playoff race. Give me the New Orleans Saints to win that game. Then going on to Sunday. Sunday, you got the 1 o'clock games. You got Green Bay at the New York Giants. The Packers 6.5 point favorites. We all saw how the Packers played against San Fran this past week. San Fran showing that they are the best team, at least in the NFC, if not the NFL, looking really good against this Green Bay Packer team. Green Bay might come out with something to prove, and they're going up against a weak Giants team. I know this game is in New Jersey, but give me the Green Bay Packers to win this game. Give me the Packers to cover a 6.5-point spread. Then you go on to Carolina, where the Carolina Panthers are 10-point favorites against the aforementioned Washington Redskins. We're talking about the Redskins beating the Detroit Lions this past Sunday, and now the Washington Redskins go into Carolina, a team that just lost to the Saints after a close call as far as a comeback in that game against the New Orleans Saints. Saints win on a last-second field goal. Give me the Carolina Panthers to win this game. Carolina Panthers still looking like they might try to get in the playoff mix here, and give me them to cover a 10-point spread. 10's a big number, but they're at home. Again, looking to stay in a playoff race. Give me them to win this game and win it comfortably against the Washington Redskins. Then you go on to probably the game of the week, and it kind of stinks this is a 1 o'clock game, but as I said yesterday, good that the Buffalo Bills play on Thursday so that way we get to watch this game as Bills fans, as the Baltimore Ravens are at home to play the San Francisco 49ers, two teams that most people believe this is the best team in the NFC, or possibly the best team in the NFC going against the best team in the AFC. Potentially a Super Bowl preview here in Baltimore. Baltimore are 5.5-point favorites. I like the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. I like Lamar Jackson. I like what he has to offer. Now in 2 weeks I might not be saying that, but for now I'm saying that the Baltimore Ravens going to win this game. But give me the San Francisco 49ers to cover the spread. I think this defense is going to throw enough at them to confuse them a little bit. Baltimore, give me the home edge here, but maybe a 3-point game, last second field goal. 5.5, just a little too big. Give me Baltimore to win the game, but give me San Fran to cover that spread. Then you have Tennessee at Indianapolis. Indianapolis 2.5-point favorites. Again, a big game when it comes to deciding the AFC playoff race. We talked about that earlier today in my AFC playoff picture preview, and I think this is a huge game. This is another game that I am going to keep an eye on. I like the Tennessee Titans in this game. Tennessee looked really good against Jacksonville last week, and they blew them out. And I think Tannehill's coming into his own a little bit. Give me the Tennessee Titans to win this game, and that means give me the Tennessee Titans to beat a 2.5-point spread. I know this game's in Indianapolis. I like Jacoby Brissett. I like what they're doing. I think this is a big game, but give me the Tennessee Titans to pull this one out. Then you go to Miami, where the Philadelphia Eagles, coming off a loss to the Seattle Seahawks, go up to play go down, I should say, to play the Miami Dolphins. Miami coming off a blowout loss to the Cleveland Browns. The Philadelphia Eagles 9-point favorites in this one. Give me the Eagles. Again, the Eagles trying to stay close in the NFC East, and they'll know whether, how big this game is because, again, Dallas played Thursday. If Dallas wins, they'll then be a game and a half up on the Eagles with already beating them. Much bigger game if Dallas wins. If Dallas loses, you might have a little more wiggle room, but you need to beat Miami in order to tie the Dallas Cowboys for that division. So give me the Eagles to win this game. Give me the Eagles to cover a 9-point spread. Then you go on to Jacksonville. Jacksonville, 1-point favorite against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Past 2 weeks, I've trusted Nick Foles to hopefully win a game. He hasn't been able to do it. Just hasn't looked right. I don't think it's going to come together here either. I like Tampa Bay in this game. No Jameis Winston's going to throw a couple interceptions, but I'm not sure how Jacksonville's going to do on offense with those interceptions. Give me Tampa Bay to win this game. That means give me Tampa Bay to cover a 1, or give me Tampa Bay to beat a 1-point spread. Then you go to the Jets at Bengals, a game between two teams who are down at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to the standings. Obviously, the Jets looking a little bit better than Cincinnati. Andy Dalton coming back for the Cincinnati Bengals. And guys, this is going to be my upset pick of the week in Cincinnati. Andy Dalton coming back. Might be Andy Dalton's last hurrah in Cincinnati, obviously. So give me Cincinnati Bengals to win this game. They're underdogs by 3.5 points. That means give me the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the spread. Give me the Bengals to win this game. Even though the Jets 4-2 with Sam Darnold as the start of this season, not looking too bad. But give me the Cincinnati Bengals to win this game straight up. And then you have the game that will get a little personal, right? Maybe get a little chippy. I hope not. It's going to be another good game, another big game when it comes to the AFC wildcard standings, AFC playoff picture. Talk about the Cleveland Browns going into Pittsburgh to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers 2-point underdogs in this one. Give me the Steelers to win this game straight up. I think that again, we know that the Cleveland Browns are without their Myles Garrett, their star defensive player, and that's going to come into factor here soon. And I think this will be the game where that happens. Not sure who's the quarterback starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think it's going to matter all that much. Give me the Steelers to win this game at home, and then give me the Steelers to beat that spread. Then you go to Arizona for the start of the 4 o'clock games. You have the LA Rams going up against the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona 3-point underdogs. I like the Rams in this game. Give me the Rams to win this one after a tough Monday night loss to Baltimore. And give me the Rams to beat the spread. They don't have any room for error anymore to the Rams when it comes to the playoff chase. I don't think they're going to make it. But if they want to have a chance, they have to beat teams that they are supposed to beat. This is one of those teams. This is one of those games. Give them to win this game and cover the spread. Then you go to Kansas City for a huge AFC West division matchup when you have the Oakland Raiders going to Kansas City to play the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs coming off a bye week. Patrick Mahomes looking like he's getting back into form as he was last season. Give me the Chiefs to win this game. Drops Oakland back even further. A disappointing loss to the Jets really puts like a little deflation on this season. The season that had promise just 2 weeks ago now is looking like they're just going to be that short of a playoff appearance. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs to not cover a 9.5 point spread. 9.5 points is a lot, I think, especially in a division matchup. I think Oakland's good enough to cover a 9.5 point spread, but give me the Chiefs to win this game. Then you go on to Denver, where the Denver Broncos play the LA Chargers, the other two teams in the AFC West, two teams that might have had higher hopes going into the season. The Chargers coming off their bye, the Broncos a disappointing loss to the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo last week. Denver coming home after 2 straight road games. Denver is always tough in Denver. But I like the LA Chargers to win this one coming off a bye week. Had plenty of time to prepare for the Broncos division rivalry. Give me the Chargers to win this game. Give me the Chargers to cover a 2.5 point spread. Then you go on to Sunday Night Football. And I think I'm going to speak from my heart here and not my mind so much. When the New England Patriots go into Houston, play the Houston Texans. Guys, Houston just got blown out by Baltimore not too long ago. I think they need to prove that they are contenders. They did win last Thursday against the Colts, had a little more time to rest, get ready for this game against the New England Patriots Sunday night in Houston. They need to show that they can beat some of the best teams in the AFC in order to prove that they're real contenders, not just for the AFC South, but to make it past the divisional round in the playoffs. Give me the Houston Texans to win this game. Give me the Houston Texans to beat a 3-point spread. I like Houston. Make those New England Patriots fall a game further back. They'll be tied with Baltimore. Baltimore will then be the number 1 overall seed, and they'll only be a game up on our Buffalo Bills. Then you go on to Monday Night Football. Minnesota Vikings at Seattle. 12th man going to show up huge in this game. I think this is going to be a great Monday Night Football game. Both teams on the upper end of the NFC standings. Both teams currently in the NFC playoffs if the playoffs were to start today. I like the Vikings, though. I like the Vikings in what many would call an upset in this one. Give me the Vikings to win this game. That means give me the Vikings to cover a 3-point spread. So those are my picks this week. A lot of road teams winning this week, guys, and I normally don't like to do that, but every once in a while there's a week where that happens. But I'll go through my picks one more time. Starting this Thursday, Thanksgiving, I got the Lions beating the Bears. That means the Lions will beat a 3-point spread. Got the Bills beating Dallas and beating a 6.5-point spread. Got the Saints beating Atlanta and the Saints covering a 6.5-point spread. Give me the Packers and the Packers to cover a 6.5-point spread. Give me the Panthers and the Panthers to cover a 10-point spread. Give me the Baltimore Ravens to win the game against the 49ers, but give me the 49ers to cover a 5.5-point spread. Give me the Titans to beat the Colts straight up, and that means they beat a 2.5-point spread. Give me the Eagles to cover a 9-point spread in Miami. Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to beat a 1-point spread in Jacksonville. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals to upset the Jets in Cincinnati again. Return of Andy Dalton. Give me them to beat the Jets. That means they're going to beat the 3.5-point spread. Give me the Steelers to beat a 2-point spread against Cleveland at home. Give me the Rams to cover a 3-point spread on the road against the Arizona Cardinals. Give me the Chiefs to win against the Oakland Raiders, but give me the Oakland Raiders that 9.5 points. I think they'll cover that spread. Give me the Broncos to lose to the Chargers. Give me the Chargers to cover a 2.5-point spread there. Give me the Houston Texans as 3-point underdogs to beat the New England Patriots on Sunday Night Football. And then give me the Minnesota Vikings on the road to beat the Seattle Seahawks as they are 3-point underdogs there. So those are my picks. If you're still in Survivor pools, again, good for you. Not a lot of good teams left, though. You're really getting down to the bottom of the barrel here when you're picking teams. I'm not looking at these games. I'm not sure who to pick. I mean, if you have Carolina left, you obviously want to go with them. If you have the Chargers, maybe, I don't know, because Denver plays well at home, so I don't know if I want to touch that game either. If you have the Rams, go with them against Arizona, obviously. But there's a lot of tough ones. Maybe get tricky, even though I have it as the upset pick of the week. Maybe go with the Jets over the Cincinnati Bengals, but I'm going to touch that matchup. But that's up to you. Again, guys, thank you for joining me on Bill-ievers Talk. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like this video. Tell me who you think is going to win. Give me your upset pick of the week over in the comment section. A lot of people would say the Bills beating the Dallas Cowboys would be upset, as they are 6-point underdogs, but I think the Bills are going to win this one. Give us a great Turkey Day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for my pregame video, a Wednesday pregame, getting you ready for the Thursday game, and then again, guys, I'll be live Thursday for the game between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys, live play-by-play and reaction, so make sure you join me for that. Again, have some food, enjoy some family, then enjoy some football with your Bills family, Bills Mafia. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.